I posted a video last night about van and some of the issues and the plans ahead, and if I'm even going to keep the van. By the end of this video, at least we should know the answer to that. I made a decision, and that is to just film a little bit every day and just put that together as a week update on next Sunday. So I'm here at Klokstad. This is the cabin where I stayed for 2 months. I can stay there until the end of April. It's been a good place because it's fairly close to work. Yesterday I posted the first long video from after I got the van, and that haven't fared too well. I think it's like 4 views after 9 hours. But YouTube, I think it's a game you have to continue grinding and you will find the success. I hope that me traveling and training working dogs is going to be my niche, and it takes time for people to discover that. One nice surprise, we actually got the auxiliary heater to work today. It was a little bit fiddling with the button and it came around. I don't know if you can hear this sound. Here we have the exhaust. Just to go back to the dealer. I mean, you say that there's nothing done with the vehicle and you have masking tape like this. That's one of the things we're gonna confront them with on the legal negotiations about the price and what will happen with the van. Oi! Oi! Oi, oi, oi. Whoop! Go get! Go get! Oi, oi, oi! Come! Whee! Blink! Beautiful day out today. This area is often crowded. It's a golf course, so I guess when the weather gets even better. But now it's just perfect for training hard tracks and some searches. So this is great. This is what the van life for me should be about. The boys are enjoying. Hvor er Oi, du er god. Du er god. Whee! Because next week I'm going out to Kjerringøy, and we're going to try to find some of these trackers for sheep. Slip. So I need to prep him for search. So like on Tuesday we're going to start priming him to find these trackers, because he is really good at searching for this Kong now. But again, that's something I couldn't do without the van. It would just be a hassle. Slip. They wouldn't have a place to stay and it would be too much to drive back and forth. Because I have the van, I can just go there, I can do some training, and then I can try to do the searches and so on. So it's just awesome. And again, I'm like so stoked to adopt this lifestyle. And look at this day. Bloody hell, let's do this every day. You can have a fancy house, a fancy car. I try that, like to achieve it. But I want this. That's for sure. So I wanted to change the turn light, and I think they done some repair up there because it goes over the plastic. See how it is on the other side. So I actually had to use a little bit of force, and we can definitely see that's not original. That's for sure. It's gonna be exciting to open. Again, what I want van life to be about. I stopped here in the middle of Beiarn, and I just wanted to see if anyone had dug a cave here. This is where we do the avalanche training with the dogs, and there was. So both dogs have tried the cave, and yeah, it's beautiful here. I just wish the van was fully operational and I had all my skiing equipment and we could just stay here for the night. That would have been lovely, waking up to this, go skiing again, doing some training. But we are moving the right way. This is what we are moving towards, so that's fine. I hope I can borrow the garage for the ambulance or the washing hall, so where my vehicle actually fits, and I can start washing it down with chlorine to be sure there is no rot. Yeah, that's van life, and I think the dogs are enjoying. So, will I miss Beiarn? I'm not sure actually. I don't think it's about the place, it's about the nature, and there's plenty places like this, and to be able to just go from place to place and discover is gonna be just awesome. But yeah, it's a beautiful place. It's a shame it didn't work out, but that's life, and at least with the van I'm not stuck a place. I don't enjoy it, I can just move on, and yeah. Skal jage han litt mindre. Finally, I can have the car in a garage and start cleaning it up. And tonight we will have the first night in the car. So that's gonna be exciting. Tomorrow I will go on duty for the ambulance here in Beiarn. So that was a good combination. Cleaning up the car and getting paid tomorrow at least. The dinner tonight will be super simple. I guess the boys also want some sausage. It's not going to be all comfort going into van life, but I can't wait until we have everything in the car. So it's not going to be so much hassle, but it's still fun. It's still fun, but for how long? That's another question. But we'll start cleaning up today. I don't know if will be able to move the furniture inside, but yeah. Else, already started cleaning up the dog cages. They smelled like shit, so they definitely needed some cleaning. So I think it was a good thing that I took this watch in Beiarn, so I could start Getting shit packed up and organized. Yeah. As usual, dinner is fed outside. Sometimes all the food they need they get through training. Like many dog trainers says, to put food in a bowl and feed the dogs is a lot of wasted potential for training. Today I don't have time for that, and reward have been play, so then they can just search for the food. And honestly, I think they prefer it this way. It's more their natural behavior. I think I will work for like 4 more hours and get the most out of the possibility to be inside the garage. I need to be at work at 9 tomorrow, and it's 10-minute drive. The time now is actually 21:05, so it's 12 hours until I need to be at work. So 4 hours more with work, 7 hours sleep, that should be fine. And hopefully this shift won't be too busy, so I can kind of rest and do other stuff. So let's hope I'm not destroying this by lifting it out by myself. It wasn't too bad. It's going to be exciting with the last part. I talked to a friend of mine, and he says there should be some drainage in this. Oh, there's still some isolation left. Here we can see some of the rust, and of course the mold. So I will actually use degreaser, but first I will try to put some water in there, just a cup or two, and see if it runs out. If it runs out, then it's drainage there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, it's dripping out several places. So it's definitely draining. Then we can start pressure washing up there. So this is a bit interesting to see. So when I put in the new isolation, I'm gonna keep it like over these plugs or something. So I keep this drainage clear. But you can definitely see the difference over the wheel welds, where it's pretty pristine. Except for this area. So I don't know what happened here actually. And that's not metal. It's just a gasket of some kind. Okay. I don't dare to pressure wash this floor, because I think it will leak in there, and the capillary effect will kind of take the water into the floorboards. I will ask some people if I should actually remove these floorboards and check underneath. If you got any opinions on that or expertise, please let me know. Now it's going to be exciting to see how this is after pressure washing. So what I experienced is that it doesn't show well on camera, but it doesn't seem like the floorboards are glued at all, which means I can just unscrew them, just pressure wash the whole back and dry the whole thing out. It's a bit of a risk to take because I need to go to work tomorrow. So that's gonna be a long night. Oh, damn it. Because I might be able to move this up front, so I don't need to lift out the whole thing myself. which means I can lift out the rear floorboard and check the conditions, which means I can pressure wash the whole car and just dry it out. That's gonna take the night, but it's now that I have the chance to do that. Let's do it. This is most definitely gonna be a long night. But adventures are not free. So yeah. Hell yeah, let's do it. So that went over all expectations. The Ebersprecher is over both sections. So, but I think there's enough give here. So I will actually just unscrew in the back and start lifting. And if it comes off, I know most likely that the whole section is not glued and only screwed. Because when I look at these holes, they don't seem to be connected all the way. So I guess there's just clog nuts in there, which means the alignment is not going to be insane. That's clog nuts. There's definitely room under there. The camera won't pick it up. Okay, that's actually a relief, because then I can just take off the whole plate and really clean it out. I think I will just jack up the car so everything runs out in the back. I think that's the best. I'm a little bit excited about this area here. Seems like I can clean up these torque bolts and get them out. It's kind of typical me. I just start with something and it evolves into more and more and more. But I know I can pull an all-nighter. I'm defending this with that if I do this, when I have the opportunity to do it, there is so much that have been taken care of that will take forever if I have to be outside and not able to pressure wash the car. So here I have the jacks, I can dry out the car. It's definitely worth an all-nighter. So I got the big section out. Oh, and I'm getting the tired cough. So now the van is empty, almost, which means I can actually drive back home and get the screws or the Torx for this. I'm pretty sure I have them at home. My plan is to have some tools in the van anyway, so why not get them straight away? And then I'm sure that I'm not borrowing anything that doesn't get returned. You know you are in work mode when you go out in 4- barefooted with Crocs. So this is my messy garage. Now I'll just need to figure out what tools I need. And hopefully I got big enough Torx here. I got the car with me so I can actually test it. But I hope this fit. And of course they're too small. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna twist that over if I try. That's a bit. Because I don't know if this one is glued. But these are most definitely not glued. So I think I'm gonna risk actually just pressure washing here. And I know I can get them out later. So But at least I know these are not big enough, so I'll just pick up some tools and get on my way back to the garage. So it's 1:45. We started drying up the van. This one, I don't have a longer cord, but it's like 9 kilowatts, so it should give good convection at least under the car. I think this is 2.5 kilowatts, and there's another 2.5 kilowatts, and the Ebersprecher, Eberspecker, I don't know how large that is, but that is also running, and you can clearly see where it's drying up. Remember, I'm still gonna pull out these panels or the floor to make sure it's dry underneath. The result is pretty good. At least gives me an overview of the rust, but still I need an expert to look at it and tell me how bad it is, or if it's penetrated deeper, and how the construction of the car is. There is a lot of these sprinters running, so I guess someone will know. Again, put in the comments if you know. But if we could get this legal battle out of the way and they kind of make up for the poor condition of the car, it's still pretty decent to work with, and I can't wait to start like isolating and getting things fixed. Also, my economical situation do not allow me to make huge investments, so I will have to do with makeshift solutions and gradually build on that. So I think I will just, so in the beginning I will just put a field bunk over here. I will just use slings in the roof and just suspend bags from those until I can get L-tracks and invest in mule bags from Adventure Wagon. Adventure Wagon, if you want to sponsor me, please. And in this area, so I'm looking into taking a section of this and adding to this, and only have like that kind of furniture on one wall. It makes it really easy for me when I need to take it out to fix on the car, so I can do one side and then the other. But now it's time for my Sunday ritual, which is a YouTube channel I followed for probably 6 years, and it's been a huge inspiration. So thank you, Mats. Now I'm just gonna take it easy for 20 minutes and look at Mats struggling with his sailboat. So Mats on Sail Life have entertained us for like 25 minutes. As you can see here, it's really starting to dry up. Actually going surprisingly fast. I don't know how it is under these boards. One option is to just lift them up at the ends. If I can't like fully take them out, I can just lift them up at the ends and make sure they dry as much as possible. I also have like an endoscope I can put under, because I need to be ready in, Jesus, 5.5 hours. But it's smelling a lot better, and I think I will dare to start using the van. So my plan now, shit, the metal is really toasty. Put this section back, and then I get a view on what I can take from this section and add to this one. And I will try during these days to make room for this in my garage, so it's easy for me to just put it back in the car if I'm returning the car. Because I don't want to do too much, because it has to be reversible. But one of the reasons I'm stressing with it, it's because I can't leave all this stuff like this. People come by tomorrow, they go ballistic. So I actually need to get stuff back into the car, so it looks decent here until tomorrow. And also, for my own mental health, I need to get stuff that it's not overwhelming, which it is a little bit at the point, but I guess it's because it's like almost 2 at night, let's get started. So these sections are 1 meter. See, already got this back in place. And so, sorry the poor light. 1 meter will come out to here. And I definitely need more storage. To move this further back is actually not an option because this drawers goes out all the way to here. And I think I want that option. Even though the tools are meant for when you open the back doors, I think it's good to be able to reach the tools from inside. Maybe you have a project or something and the weather outside is shitty. It's good if you can reach the tools from the inside. It's 5:30 in the morning, no sleep. Been just working around the clock. Started to... Jesus, I'm tired. I'm starting to figure out a configuration I can use. Now I'm just gonna take a cup of coffee and figure out the rest. These sections I can't use. They are wider than the one in the car and it's gonna build too much. So if I keep the car, I will try to sell this. I think it's quite expensive, but there's a lot of them for sale anyway. The dogs have been sleeping a little bit and we took a walk 20 minutes ago. While drinking my coffee, I'm just gonna figure out what of this stuff I'm gonna leave at my house and what goes into the van. I think if I can just manage to keep down the amount of shit I'm dragging around to the bare minimum, there should be plenty of room here. The time is 7:49. I'm going at work in 1 hour and some minutes. Cleaned up after us. The shelves, I will need someone to help me put them in. I will need to go in the car during the watch just to hang up some last stuff, and then I will film inside the car so you can see what we actually achieved. But I didn't get as close as I hoped, but we made a lot of progress still, so I'm really happy about that. Hope I can get some hours of sleep. But this project is steadily moving the right way, so I'm happy. We've just unloaded the shelf that was on this side into my garage. I definitely decided I want to use that. I picked up a lot of dry bags, so I'm gonna make a daisy chain all the way over here, so I can just hang the dry bags. And I will make some vertical daisy chains here to put the small stuff. Charging electronics is a huge logistical issue. So in the front I will put the mag charger from Quadlock, so at least my phone is charging all the time and inside the car. I definitely want to anchor Solix or a EcoFlow, because just running out of power on the GPS for the dogs, it kind of inhibits me for letting them off the leash, because these suckers will run far away and I definitely want to have control of them at all times. So to remedy that, and in the mantra of what I've been trying to do the whole way, is like use the stuff you already have until it's kind of used up. I got these for my chainsaw and a weed whacker, I think. The 9 amp battery, there is an error message. I don't know if there is any problems with the power up here where I live, so I will take it with me to the ambulance station and try to charge it there and see what I can figure out. But anyway, I think this will solve a lot of the issues, because I can charge all my electronics from this. As I said yesterday, today I pull watch duty on the ambulance. I'm just out airing the boys. This is really close to the station, so we will be within the limits for the dispatch time. But again, having a van is so nice. I'm just throwing out food for them, and they have been out in the rain. I've been fixing stuff in the van in the meantime. So the weather in northern Norway have been really shitty the 2 last years. So the rain gear has its designated spot. What I have been thinking about is putting a flapping seat, or what you call it, folding seat, in this area. That will not be certified for use while driving, but I think it would be a good place. Just sit, and I have another seat here somewhere. And under, like between the dog cages and the drying cabinet, there could be like a sliding table that comes out, and you can use that as a settee or whatever you call it. Also, I mounted the quad lock Mac charger. Love this thing. Can really recommend quad lock equipment. I have that on my snowmobile, my mountain bike, in the car, the battery bank. It makes it so easy. You get like mounts for almost everything. I'm also planning, when I get the bunk fixed, to have like a mag charger straight by the bunk, so I can just put up the phone and will charge. I've arranged a little bit here. I made some daisy chains like this for the small stuff, so I don't fill up all the width immediately. And of course I moved this bar as well. It was all the way over here, so it was hanging almost in the middle of the cabin. Totally unnecessary. There is enough clearance here, so that's fine. My fake mule bags, really hope to get the ones from Adventure Wagon. Picked up some stuff from home. This Evoque bag I was thinking about selling, but now I'm actually considering to keep it, because if I want to bring a bike with me, and in periods I know I'm not going to use it that often, I can actually just stuff it up in the bag and it's well protected. So maybe the bag is a keeper. What more can I say? This is a game changer. Like, the tools are so easily accessible. It makes it a breeze just to fix small stuff. So I definitely think that's a keeper. Previously I had like one bag packed for almost every activity. I can't do that anymore. I don't live in a big house, so I need to go for 2 bags. This is the Lundhag's something, and my administrative bag is going to be the, I think it's called the 24-hour bag from 510 or whatever. I bought this during the deployment in Afghanistan, because my great weakness is that, oh, I'm just going to do this, and I just throw stuff everywhere. The other advantage of this slow progress way of doing this is that I get to try out some concepts, like the layout of the van. And here are the boys. I think I will just put them in the cages so they can dry off, and we'll actually go to bed. First night in the van. It's gonna be nice. Good night. I already filmed so much that I will not go on for the whole week. I will actually just stitch the video together now. And I've done the milestone of spending the first night in the van. At the time it's not that super comfort, but yeah, it was okay. I slept worse places, that's for sure. I don't know what the outside temperature is, but without insulation, even the Ebersprecher is not enough to keep it warm here. But I had a decent night, and I can't wait to spend more nights here. And the van is definitely drying out. But we are ready for more adventures, and I can definitely see that this will be a long project. So this video was a little bit about everything. It's been so chaotic. So I hope in the future I will kind of manage to focus the videos within one specific theme. Please follow us. I promise it will get better. And thank you for your support. Please like and subscribe. Take care.